Aren't we supposed to say something awkward before you
Yeah,
actually
we usually are. They drop some weird ass thing, Lonnie.
That you're so fucking high or something.
No, okay, when you're smelling something, it's called your, I believe, olfactory buds, right? And when you smell something, particles of that have to be in your nose to the smell receptor to work, right? So when you smell shit particles are in your nose.
Interesting.
Correct.
Just. Yeah, but nope.
I like shit particles.
Hi, nurse. Well, almost nurse Lonnie.
Almost curse-giving Nurse Lonnie. Jeez.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, I'm gonna just leave that. Don't say anything.
Okay, so I will start you guys off. So, just to make things a little simpler for now, I'll get into more detail if we need later. So, what is what was it? Give me a second. Here we go. So, Gilish.
What about Glish?
Gilish.
Yeah, Glish, correct.
Okay. Got it. So, you are, yes. Yes, you are. You are part of an orcish tribe. Because half orcs can be part of an orcish tribe too. So you are part of an orcish tribe that was living not entirely peacefully, but relatively peacefully at the moment. When suddenly you were living on the plains of an area, when suddenly the ground on which your camp was built falls into the ground. The entirety of the camp is devoured by this weird hole that envelops the entire camp.
So a sinkhole, essentially?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know.
So, part of the camp, just to give the cats some context, was they had pets, and some of those cats suddenly became sentient through some sort of ritual. You're not sure how it worked or anything like that. The cats aren't sure how everything worked, but they were just sort of roaming the dreamlands up until that point. So you have two cat friends that are part of the tribe. So the whole tribe gets swallowed up by this weird sinkhole type thing. And suddenly, I will give you guys this one. A creature or type of creature that lives within the area decides that, well, it lives in this hole, so when you guys fall into it, it begins attacking the tribe. Therefore, killing and somehow taking over the members of your tribe. You've been
How
hiding.
lame.
Yeah, you've been hiding
For
out.
them, I mean.
Yeah, go ahead. So yeah, you've been underground. I just wow, we keep talking over each other.
Okay, Matt, go.
Okay, I will continue. Um, so as a result of these weird creatures that have been attacking your tribe, you've been hiding in a place known as the Underdark. And you've been hiding here for a few months when suddenly you are ambushed by a large group of your former tribesmen. Um, and you are chased down a tunnel. It appears you've been close to this tunnel and you've realized that this tunnel is a dead end, so you decided not to go down it. However, they have trapped you in this area. Therefore, I will give you guys a little bit of control here. So if you want to ask any questions here right now, you can. However, you are being quickly closed in by these former tribe members. They they wear the faces of your tribe members, but they don't act at all the same.
How many of them are?
A good legion of them.
Oh.
So about 1,000
You
dudes.
said
Oh.
there were multiple dream cats, right?
Yeah, you and him.
Oh.
There were other dream cats that were part of the tribe. However, they are also being controlled in a similar fashion to the other tribes members.
Damn.
And there's no way out, right?
There's down the tunnel, which as far as you're aware is a dead end.
One-way ticket though.
Well, it's our best shot.
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Let's go.
So if you have any other questions about like your backstory or anything, you can ask those before you head down there, but that's up to you guys.
How far away is it from where we stand currently? We don't know.
How far away is what? The end of the
Apologies,
tunnel?
I feel like correct.
You think, at least from, because you didn't go down this way, because it didn't look like there was anything useful down here. So you surmise that it's approximately 70 feet.
Okay.
However, you are currently at the entrance to the tunnel, and you can hear your former tribesmen surrounding both, like, all other tunnels and heading towards where you are. You can even hear some voices that you recognize that are screaming for your death. Or conversion.
Right. I mean, let's go the rest of the tunnel. We don't have much else.
Alright. I will get all of you to make a history roll.
I apologize, I did not log back into Roll20.
That is okay. I am on your sheet. I will roll that for you. You rolled a 14.
Okay, no. So history, you said?
Yeah.
History, I'm not very good at. Oh no.
10.
Perfect. I'm the biggest brain because I'm magic item.
Oh, 10.
Alright. So, Lonnie, Galish actually remembers something.
Okay.
You remember finding out the reason why your tribesmen are so adamant on killing you.
Why are they adamant on killing me?
The entire rest of the tribe was taken over by mind flayers.
Okay.
Specifically,
fantastic.
specifically the implement that they used was a creature known as an intellect devourer. But you and the cats, the two cats that are with you, somehow managed to avoid being taken over. Whether it was your tenacity, your specific ability to not be taken over by madness, or luck, yeah, you haven't been taken. And you know the method in which they employ to do so. They drain a prospective host of their intelligence until they are so stupid that somehow these creatures are just able to replace the brain of the creature that they attempt to take the host of. Therefore, your tribesmen are no longer your tribesmen. They are these creatures. Their brain is literally gone. The only way to bring their brain back would be with something similar to a wish spell. So, yeah, your tribesmen are gone. They are no longer your tribesmen.
Okay, I relay that as best as possible to everyone with my limited common and
there is no reasoning your way out of this situation.
right, me smash. Kitty cats, you ready to fight?
So,
Kitty cats say we go down the hole. That's the very safest way to go.
Okay.
It's like 1,000 of them there. I don't have so many casts, you know?
yeah, let's
Apologies,
just...
I thought there were less. Matt, I really thought there were less.
There isn't. Like, these creatures have taken over, like, children and stuff, and are using them against you.
Okay, let's go down the hole then, I guess. Jump.
Alright, so you head down the 70 feet that you think are required to get to the end of this passage. However, there is something at the end of the passage which you didn't notice before as you approach the end of the passage.
Goddamn.
Let's see if I can... images... maybe this will give me better luck. Yes. Ignore... oh, I can't use that. Where... okay, this'll work. Unfortunately, it has a Christmas tree in it, but it'll work.
Fighting Christmas tree.
No, unfortunately, you're not fighting a Christmas tree.
We're not fighting Santa.
No, you don't hear the jingle bells, do you?
Nah.
Paste. Is it not gonna let me? No. I have to drag and drop. So I'm gonna throw it in the Roll20. Yes, ignore the Christmas tree.
Hey. Portal.
Yeah, you can't see what's on the other side, but that's what the portal looks like.
Do I know if this is like a Dreamlands portal?
It doesn't look like anyone that you are familiar with. However, if you want to discern what it is, you can roll an You can roll an Arcana. You are familiar with this type of portal? You don't know the name of the place that it leads to? But there's a lot of bad stuff that's going to be on the other side. Potentially. Unless you land in one of the few safe places within that realm.
It's better than this place.
Alright.
Say we go in.
You can hear the orcish weapons grinding against the stone as they're heading towards you.
Okay, cool. Let's go. I'm moving my feet.
Alright,
Yep,
so you're
seems
jumping in the
like a good
portal?
idea.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You jump within the portal. Again, you could not see what was on the other side. But as you jump through the portal, you end up in a different place as I switch to the only other person who is not part of that group. So, all right. Let me see here. Let's pull that up. All right. So, how do you pronounce your name? Dalvi?
Dalby.
Dalvi?
Dalby.
Okay, got it. I got it first try. All right, Dalvi. You are a blue nori, a multi-limbed snake-like creature
Mm-hmm.
that usually lives in aquatic lands. Um, However, as a result of the path you have chosen for yourself, you have been shunned from your community. The Nori do not take lightly to those who worship things. Worship is seen as a type of madness in and of itself. Therefore, you have been disowned by your community. However, you are not alone. You are a part of a religious community which has accepted you with open arms. Have you chosen a type of deity you would like to follow?
Let me check which of those in the.
I'm
The one I'm
talking like,
considering.
are you thinking more evil or are you thinking more good? Are you thinking more chaos?
Toward neutral chaos away.
Okay, fair enough. It seems as though the fears of your community were not entirely unfounded, as you can be slightly erratic at times. But you have deemed that this is a fair and even trade for the powers that you have obtained. You do have to sincerely worship in order to gain the powers. You have learned this. However, you do still see it more transactional than true reverence and fear of your deity. And your deity doesn't mind this. He sees you more as an agent anyway, a tool to be used. But again, you do not mind this because you are given powers as a result. However, as a part of your community, you wished to contribute. They deem it necessary that you go to a foreign land far away. However, they have chosen the particular path in which you would take to get there. A portal that they have recently unearthed. Now, you are on the shore near your community where you originated. However, a recent um, event, an earthquake, if you will, unearthed a portal to a dimension that is unknown to the members of your community, your chosen community. The Nori may know of this, but you have cut off from the community, the Nori community, so you don't have much choice to return to them and ask them for their opinions. So you are standing in front of the portal, or what your race's equivalent of standing is in front of the portal. And you have some religious leaders who are standing nearby. You do know that if you wish to remain part of this religious community, you cannot refuse them. So you basically don't have a choice but to enter this place. Otherwise, you will be excommunicated. You can ask your questions, if you have any, of these individuals, or you can simply enter the portal. Or you can look at your immediate surroundings and ask questions about that.
The shore of that.
Yes, you are very close.
What are the leaders like? Like, what are they like looking like in like races and all that?
In races and all that?
Mm-hmm.
There is one who is considered lower in the clergy, if you will. That is a Nori, also. A female Nori. However, the others are a mix of other races. There are a few ghouls among them. And these are the ghouls from the book, as opposed to the generic ghouls that are in the main lore.
The cool ghouls instead of the boring ones.
Yeah, they are considered a humanoid race of sorts. And one of the more powerful bishops that is standing in front of you is actually a ghoul. And they can live for many millennia. Or at least a very long time, as far as you're aware.
Makes sense.
If by no other reason, seniority is probably the reason that this guy is so powerful within the religion.
The most devoted are the ones that gets it.
Yeah. Plus his lifespan.
And yeah, like how is the general area like looking? Is it like a odd coloration from what I'm used to, or like?
Do you mean the portal, or do you mean like the area
the
in
area
general?
around the portal, basically. Like, has the area like changed from before the portal was there, basically?
Other than the fact that there's a large, like, crack in the ground and a portal? No. But the general area, this particular area, it almost never ceases storming. So, right now it is relatively calm. There's rain, but that doesn't tend to bother an aquatic species like you. Um, so it is raining.
Mhm.
The sky is dark, as it almost always is. But right now there isn't any lightning, so that's that's currently what's making it
Lame.
less stormy.
Yeah.
So, but
Yes.
your race usually lives under the waves and is
Yeah.
not disturbed by the storms.
No.
Because you live so far under the waves that it doesn't really do anything for you.
Nope.
So for everybody else, he is a deep sea creature.
Mm.
So like he would normally live like leagues under the sea, multiple leagues, many multiple leagues,
Many.
almost like that 20,000 leagues under the sea story, where they go
Yeah.
super deep underwater, and that's where they build their societies.
Mm. Okay. Besides that, I don't think it's much else. No. Mm.
Which
Well,
is
just
why
told them.
just to clarify, which is why the worshippers of this chaotic deity tend to gather around here because they like the storm. Very chaotic.
Mm. Okay. Alright.
After you standing there for a moment, you can tell that some of the higher ups in the religion are getting a little impatient because you're just sort of standing there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just go through the portal then.
All right. So without complaint, you know that this is what you need to do in order to gain more power within the religion, and therefore you do as they ask. You enter the portal, which the portal looks similar to this one, except for instead of being on a wall, it is on the ground.
Mm.
Weird tentacle like appendages reaching out from it. However, the interior of the portal, instead of having that stupid Christmas tree, um, has a like purple, non see through, non translucent, completely opaque, um, like film over it. And as you pass through, you have to like rip through this weird film that appears to cover the portal.
Yeah.
And as you do, you end up in a location.
I'm in location.
So since your character actually just went through without a complaint, you are a little bit ahead of the other group. So you are now in an
He's
area.
just following orders.
Yeah, that's fine. Um, you now are in an area that is covered in these weird tentacle-like appendages. Um, and it appears that the area that this place is made out of is slightly organic in nature. You appear to be in a cave or a room or something. Like, it's enclosed, but it appears to be slightly organic in nature. You can attempt to look around the room if you so wish.
Mm, I'll look a bit around her and see what's up with this fleshy shit.
All right, so you attempt to touch the fleshy stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Roll a nature. You're not sure what it is, but it is
Flesh.
definitely living material that is currently alive. As in, it wasn't like skinned off an animal and put here. It is alive currently. In fact, as you touch it, it reacts to your touch.
Hmm.
Almost like the little tendrils are capable of moving away from you if they don't want to be near you.
Makes sense.
However, as you are, like, your body is supported by the floor, um, most of it is at least staying sinewy and taut enough that you don't appear to be, like, falling through it or anything. It appears to be a solid surface. But on top of that solid surface is these weird, tendrily, thick, round.
Are they slimy?
Actually, no, they are not. At least not in this area, they're not. But he hasn't looked in a different area yet. He's just sort of hanging around the portal right now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll
But if
slither a
you
bit
could
around.
describe them as something snake like or tentacle like a sea snake or an octopus's appendage, that's kind of what this sinewy substance is like.
Okay. Olaf, are you the only one who's over there, or
He's the
did
only
you
one
just?
who's there right now.
Oh, okay.
At the moment, I'm the only one here.
Yeah, because
Here I am.
he sort of just like jumped right in. He didn't like think about things at all very much.
Okay. I skedaddle over there. Come on, kitty. Or in my orcish, come, kitty.
Kitty, come now, or I will smash.
You are aware that the cats are sentient, so you can order them around like familiars or whatnot, but they might take offense to it.
I'll have you know that I am a proud warrior of my species.
Can you
I'm not
please
gonna be
Oh
called
change
yes,
my
kitty.
name to
yes, yes.
Sprinkles? So I
Oh
can.
yes.
Can
Oh
you
yes,
please
yes.
change my name
You.
to Sprinkles? Please.
No, he cannot.
So that when you
Oh
say,
yes.
come, Sprinkles,
Oh
I'm
yes,
a
yes.
child.
You are a very, very brave warrior, Mr. Earthen Cat. Yes, very much so. But yes, Kitty and yours very much nice naming. But let's go.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you guys are entering the portal, but it's in a different part of the timeline than where Mr. Dude is. Davori. Dowie.
Dauvai.
Say that again.
Dauvai.
Dalvi. That's right. I said it the right way the first time, and now I can't say it.
No, you didn't. But it happens. It happens.
um, but yeah, he is in a different place in the timeline than you are right now. So, would you like to do anything else in this room, like search for exits or anything like that?
I will try and figure out if there's any doors or anything, or path
Currently,
out.
you don't
Something.
see any immediate openings, but you can roll an investigation check. You even glance back to where the portal was. Not
It's
there
gone.
anymore.
That's a 10.
All right. Where the portal was, it's strange. You look back to where the portal was. It's not a portal anymore. But you think you know why it felt like you were ripping through something or moving something aside as you came through. Because where the portal was, it's like the weird tentacle things are like meshed together. And it appears that when you came through, they opened up for you, and now they are closed, preventing you from re-entering. You can attempt to dig back through if you wish to go back. However, you think that the priests are going to expect something more impressive than, I went in there for 15 seconds.
Yeah. I'll start exploring the area.
Alright, you start looking around the rest of the room. And with that information, you do see another set of the tentacles that are just sort of like bunched together in such a way that it looks like they could be pulled apart.
Okay. I'll go. I'll approach it. Doesn't do anything when I approach it?
You
Or
can
does it just
see
stand
the
close?
weird tentacle-like appendages writhing on top of each other. But other than that, they're not really opening or closing or anything. They are alive. This much you have gathered.
Okay. I will. I'll just touch it, see if it reacts in or opens in any way. If not, I'll try to.
Alright, as you touch it, you see this weird, strange thing suddenly just jut out from in between some of the tentacles in front of you. You can examine it if you wish.
I will examine it.
Alright, you look at it. It appears to be made of stone? Perhaps like a glass, maybe? It has like a glassy sheen on it, but it's dark and black. It's not like a natural thing, you don't think? Maybe somebody created it. You're not sure. But if you wish to discern its purpose, you can roll an Arcana.
15.
This is probably some sort of arcane switch. Why it presented itself to you when you touched the wall? You don't know. You surmise that touching it would the top of it would probably do something, but you don't know what.
Can try to figure out what it would do without activating it. Or is that
With
part of
that
the Arcana
arcana, you're not sure. You can attempt to look around the room further if you wish to see if it like activates something in the room, but
Yeah, I'll slither a bit around and see
alright.
if it reacts to any certain parts of the flesh or similar things.
Alright. After you get about 10 feet away from where the magical device is, it just sort of like grossly and wetly, you can just hear as it gets pulled back into the wall.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's like gooping and gushing, like this weird sound as it gets pulled back into the wall. Almost like it sounds reminiscent to like the sound of somebody like eating something that they can't fit in their mouth fully. It's like a goopy sound that's like
Okay.
it is very alien and weird. Why is a wall making a mouth sound?
Strange.
It's the mouth.
The mouth.
But you can roll in another investigation if you wish to look around the room again with your new objective.
Yeah. 17.
You re-examine the room. You do see what appears to be another group of tentacles that is holding together, writhing on top of each other. That appears to be similar to the door. However, as you complete your circle around the room, you go back to the area where that stone thing was, and it ejects itself again. You surmise that it probably has something to do with this specific location within the room.
Okay. Was it opened again when I got back to that?
Yeah, the weird stone glass unsure thing that you found ejects itself from the wall again as you get close. Almost as if you needed to make it your presence known, and then now that it knows that you're there, it is now just presenting this thing to you again.
Okay. Can I try taking it?
You, are you going to try pulling it out from the wall? So here's what it looks like, just so that way you can picture it a little better. Draw freehand. So here's the wall, and this thing is sticking out of it like this. And this part here, this specific part of it, is what you surmised as the switch. So the part that looks like a bulbous end to it.
Yeah.
You think that that's a switch. If you put your hand on it, it'll probably do something.
Okay. Yeah. I'll try taking the thing from the wall.
So where are you grabbing it when you attempt to take it from the wall? Are you grabbing the bulbous end, or are you
I'll grab
grabbing...
the rope.
You're going to grab the bulbous end? Are you grabbing it on top or on bottom?
On top.
Okay. You do remember that the top is the part that you surmised was a switch. So if you grab the top, it may activate even if you pull it out successfully. Just letting you know.
Yeah. I still do the top.
Okay. I'm just
Yeah,
letting
that's
you
fine.
know.
Yeah, it's fine.
Because there are different things that would happen depending on where you tried to pull it from. Okay. So, you grab the top. The wall rips open violently. And you can see a different place. A cavern that you don't recognize. There are 3 entities on the other side. They are running towards you.
Do it look hostile?
Oh yeah.
Do they look like they could hurt you? Yes. Do they look like they're attacking you or see you? No.
Okay.
They look like they're fleeing from something.
Can I try to listen to see if there's anything following them?
You can roll a perception, sure.
22. I didn't use guidance.
Okay. Yeah, so here, what you hear is very angry sounding voices and metal scraping against stone.
Okay.
You can't tell what they're saying though. It's like you're... Yeah, your character would understand this, whether or not you as a person understand this. It's like you're underwater and someone is talking to you from the surface, and it's all like garbled up. Like you can tell that it's a voice and it's saying something specific, but you can't understand specifically what it's saying. You don't even know what language it is. just sounds horrifically angry.
Okay.
However,
I'm
the
gonna rush.
individuals are not the source of the voices. It's something that is behind the individuals. And since you rolled so high, yes, you do. You can tell the spatial difference between, yes, it's coming from them, no, it's coming from something else.
There's no other paths around me
Not
except where I
currently.
came from.
The
Okay.
one that you came from is closed like the other one that you noticed. The third path that you noticed. And this one was closed similarly, but is not anymore. It's not anymore.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The mic wasn't working. Wow.
Okay.
Well, wow. Thank you.
So would you like to? What would you like to do? Because currently you are standing in their path. The weird switch that you operated is now to the left of the opening from you.
Okay. I'll go to the left one. The thing again.
Okay. You're gonna try to pull it from the wall again, or something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull from bottom this.
Okay, you're gonna try to pull it from the bottom. Okay, roll a athletics.
Athletics. I'm bad at that. I rolled okay.
You did. So as you're pulling on it, luckily you did move to the side. Otherwise, they would have crashed into you. The three individuals are now in the same room as you.
Oh, fuck.
So, Gillish,
that was, yeah.
Gillish and Giga,
Glish.
I guess.
Geiga.
Okay.
Like a
so
counter?
Gillish and Geiga, and the other one that is currently not here, apparently.
I think it's probably switching machines.
Changing windmills, right?
The three of you walk into a room where there is this weird snake-like creature pulling on a weird stone that appears to be extruding from the wall.
That's sus.
It is.
Glish, what's it saying? I've done this before. By the way, I've given you Helm of Comprehend Languages for this. So
Gillish has
Okay.
Helm of Comprehend Languages?
yes.
Yeah, that's a common item.
Damn, that's clever.
Well, it's Joachim that picked it. So.
Thought it might help in this campaign.
That might help you.
Okay, so I try to comprehend, or yeah.
So does that use a charge? I forget how the item works.
To
activate it.
I have written it down in her sheets.
Like, does
wearing this helm,
just
you
use
can
an
use an action. Just an action.
It's an
Just takes an
action
action,
to... Does it have charges, or is it just you
No.
activate it?
You'd activate it.
Action, it works, basically.
Okay. I just needed to know if it had charges or not. Okay. You activate it. So... I'm gonna screw it up. Dalvi?
Close enough. Just say Dow if it's easier.
Okay. Dow. Your strength check, your athletics check works. You pull the thing from the wall, and the door violently closes.
Okay. Are they in the same room as me still?
Yep.
And well,
But whatever was
behind all of
chasing
us.
them, it doesn't appear that you can hear it anymore, and the opening is just closed. You think that might be for the best.
Okay.
I am on guard while she's talking to him.
Okay.
One.
Oh yeah, just like height-wise, he's 11'6", so It's pretty fucking big.
You tall people are all the same.
Yeah, no.
But some of his body, to be fair, is used like a snake to like balance himself up.
It's more like 11'6" in length.
Yes.
11'6". Crazy.
Yes, so he's probably standing approximately 7 feet tall, with the rest of his body being used to hold himself.
It's like that. What was a creature? And there was one that was like half snake, half human thing.
Yuan-Ti?
No, it's similar to like a UNT abomination, like basically.
Yeah, he's similar to a Yuan-Ti abomination, is what he looks like. So the bottom half of him is... He might be thinking of a Naga.
Yeah, Naga. Similar to that, but my upper body is human-ish.
Yeah, he has a... from his ribs upward, he looks like a humanoid.
Yeah, I just currently have 3 arms.
Yes, and he currently has 3 arms. So,
Like,
what?
not symmetrical? Like, not symmetrical?
No.
It's like 2 symmetrical, then like one that is like somewhere else. It's like next to one of the others.
Yeah, one that is coming out of like one of the other arms' armpit.
I have like 2 on the right side and 1 on the left side, basically.
Yeah, so on the right side, he has like one arm coming out of his armpit of his other arm. Kind of like Goro from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, kind of like Goro, yeah. Just 3 instead of 4.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He also has 4 eyes, no visible mouth. And seems he has almost tendrils almost formed as as hair.
Yeah.
With like a slight tendrils almost forming like a goatee at his chin.
Yeah, so like kind of like predator hair is what
Similar,
it looks like.
Who invited the freak to the party?
Do you say that?
Do you say
No,
that?
not out loud.
I'm literally like 3 times your size.
Like this, in character.
Yeah, I know, it's fine.
Okay.
But despite his larger appearance, he's not very bulky, per se.
Yeah, he is lithe rather than like super strong.
And the armor is like no legs on it. It's just basically armor plating is going down his whole lower body plus his upper body.
Yeah.
Having fit to seems to be possible to fit 4 arms. But only seems to have 3 active at the moment.
There is an additional hole in the armor for another appendage, is what he's trying to convey.
Yeah, basically.
What war are you fighting? What war did you fight in?
What were...
Currently, I'm not fighting a war.
Because he has an arm missing, that's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so this orc thinks that you lost an arm in a war, is what you're surmising. And yes,
I would have recognized the like how common like my racial knowledge of things. Have I like seen Tapworks and Dream Cats and shit like that?
Dream
cats,
cats?
they would look as for me.
Well,
they would look as cats from me.
Yeah,
so.
they just look like cats that have like weird adornments on them and weird fur colorations, but otherwise they just look like cats. Because they didn't choose any of the cats that are like medium sized or anything, so they just look like cats.
My cat looks like he has like mittens on his hand without the thumbs and holes in the mittens for his claws. And he's got like...
Yeah, I was going to say, not going to lie, that sounds super cute.
And his fur is kind of like steel colored. And he's got like a claw mark on his right shoulder. Kind of like a tattoo, but doesn't look like a tattoo.
Yeah, it kind of blends in with the fur, but it also is like imprinted into the skin. If you looked that closely.
I'm not looking that close. I just eat 2 small cats and a half-orc lady.
Well, technically, Gillish is a man, male orc.
See, half-orc
Be a
lady.
lady
I'm
man.
used to. Yeah, this is not my thing.
I
see,
could be a
half-orc
lady
man.
man. You guys don't know.
I don't know.
Lady
Maybe you're
cat
maybe
man.
you're non-binary.
I was going with I'm half orc, so
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know
that's
the
fair.
joke about half orcs, you can't tell them apart. Dwarves, you can't tell them apart.
Well, usually they have boobs, but okay,
Boobies, I know.
that's fine. You could just be
I could be
androgynous.
flat chested.
You can be androgynous. That's fine.
You know what? I will fully run with this gag.
Which gag?
Sure.
The androgyny shit. I will
Oh,
go
okay.
with this.
Oh, okay.
Basically me.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you can't tell whether the half orc is male or female. To be fair, you can't tell if the
I see
cats are
half
male
orc.
or female either because, like,
I see a half-orc and 2 cats.
yeah, you do see that. Correct.
So, who are you?
Can you understand him?
Glish. Me
Yeah,
glish.
he's speaking
Boom, boom.
common.
What, do you speak common?
I speak common, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you
can
do speak common?
He can speak common.
I have the most languages in this group.
No, you don't. I
No, you
do.
don't. She's got every language, dude.
Yeah, I got every
Yeah,
language.
without
sir.
magic items, I got more languages.
Doesn't
Hey,
matter.
hey. Exactly.
I know common. That's like a base language I learned for this. So from the race. So. When he's speaking, you don't see a mouth moving though. You just hear his voice.
Me glish. You sneaky guy. Sneaky boy.
Name's Dow.
What does he want?
What do I hear when he speaks?
When the cat speaks, you hear.
Just cat noises. So.
It has different pitches and tones, and it appears to be communicating, perhaps. Like, this is literally in the description of the cat race thing. Like, you think that it can understand you, and you think that it can communicate with you, but you don't understand it.
Okay. So I just hear meows. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But the tonal shifts and, like, like the rhythmic pattern to it seems to make you think that it's trying to communicate, but you don't understand it.
Just give me the word, I'll take him out.
Yeah, so to the Nori, it just looks like a cute cat looking to defend its owner.
Cute,
kitty cat.
Strange.
a cute cat that deals 20 damage per attack.
It's true.
That's stupid. But it works.
Well, that's what happens when you choose the cat race and then go, like, full strength orientation. Like, for attacks. Yeah. Like, yeah.
They also gave him the modified Great Weapon Master, I'm pretty sure. So.
Oh, I got a fighting style that works with it.
Plus, as basic as the race, you can put whatever weapon you want in each of your claws. So, like, it's
nice.
It's a little stupidly broken, but it's alright. As long as it's magical and you can, like, morph it into your body. It has to be both of those things. So as in, he has to attune to it, and it has to be magic. So both of those things.
Okay.
I'm trying to call my cat, Matt. Call him Kitty Cat. He just person.
I can tell it's a cat.
It appears that the half-orc is also communicating with the cat.
Does he understand me when I'm talking to
He understands you speaking common because you're speaking common. The cat can understand you no matter what language you speak. So as long as you're speaking common, then both of them can understand you. The problem is that the Nori, the new person, has to be with the cat for a certain amount of time in order to understand the cat. And you know this. Whether or not you reveal that information is up to you.
Do I know that his race, or do I have to roll for it? What his race is?
Yeah, you do have to roll simply because his race is basically like an alien from another planet. So yeah, you might know what it is, but you might not.
I'm not even humanoid, so.
Yeah, that's
right.
That's
You're
what
a sneaky boy.
Shoot.
Yeah, his creature classification is probably like
Monstrosity.
yeah.
What do you want me to roll for that?
You can roll. You can either roll history or you can roll nature.
They're the same thing.
So with a 5,
five.
With a 5, the closest thing
Mm.
that your character would be able to think that this thing is, you don't even think it's like a person right now. That's how low we rolled. You think that this thing is like a monster that can talk to you and appears to be not killing you right now, but it's like a weird monster.
Seems there's a blade on his. What would equal his waist, but it doesn't seem to have a draw.
Kitty cat. Know what beastie guy is? Sneaky boy.
Yeah, your character would be aware of like monsters that can talk. So you just think that this is a monster.
Yeah.
So you kitty cat can roll, and you can roll with advantage because you are alien in and of yourself.
Nice. So history?
Yep.
No.
If you've seen this race before, since you're a cat, you just didn't care to know it.
It's a snake thing, I don't care.
As long as it's not hurting me, I don't care what it is.
Doesn't look
Sneaky
that
boy,
powerful.
what race you is?
Yeah, so
I said sneaky boy, what race you?
yeah.
Sorry, not you. It says telling someone else.
You wonder what I am.
Cat.
Your cat speaking? Well,
Actually, just to be fair, I'll get you to roll. I'll get you to roll a history or nature as well.
I'll do history. I'm better at that. I don't know anything.
Yeah. So you don't you aren't familiar with the concept of dreamland cats. You are familiar with cats. These cats look strange, but other than the fact that they look strange.
Well, your cat seems strange, but can't say I know much around this place.
Actually, since you didn't roll like super horrible.
I rolled a 2 plus 7.
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying is your bonus is what's giving you this basically.
Okay.
So you are familiar. I'm gonna say the same word twice. You are familiar with familiars. So these cats could be familiars. As in magically summoned cats. And they're probably not cats if they are familiars. They're probably like fey creatures or the like.
Well,
I'm back.
Okay, so you can finally enter the conversation. You are in a weird tentacle room.
Yes.
You are in a weird tentacle room. So that's the first thing that you need to be aware of. The tentacles are not slimy, but they're sinuous and strange.
That's explanation.
You see a weird snake creature that has blue skin. And as you guys ran through the portal that I described earlier, you saw the weird snake creature pull a weird stone glass weird thing from the wall. And when he pulled it from the wall, then the portal that you guys went through closed behind you. Just to give you some context as to what's happening. Otherwise, they've just been like small talking. So, Geo, if you wish to join the conversation, you can do so. We cannot hear you if you are speaking. We cannot hear you if you are speaking.
Am I back?
Yes, I
Yeah.
can
Hear you
hear
now.
you.
Finally, yet apparently my laptop thinks like, oh yes, let's freak out for a moment for no apparent reason.
Your camera was laggy too.
Yeah.
It's fine now.
Yeah. You said you can join the conversation. You're in a weird, and then cut off.
Oh, you didn't hear anything that I said. That's wonderful.
Yeah, after that, they're weird, and then cut off. Cause then the PC decided, no, laptop decided to freak out.
Okay, so you're in a weird room that is comprised of tentacles.
Mhm.
So the tentacles are not squishy or wet or anything. They're just dry and sinuous. And there's a weird blue snake-like creature in front of you. As you guys enter the portal, it pulled a stone thing from the wall, and the portal closed behind you. That is what you are aware of, other than them making small talk.
We can make even smaller small talk.
Because you're a small kid.
Well, yeah, but I just, yeah, no, well, that's tiny small talk. Well, at least that hell is behind us, quite literally.
This snake man is still sus, though.
I stand in a mix of confusion and very interest with the cats just meowing and trying to communicate.
Well, they're communicating with the orc and with one another.
Yeah, but I can
More
still
like,
see your lips moving.
ah,
Yeah,
Hey,
you
that's
can
kitty cat.
Yeah, you can see their
You
mouths
weird.
moving as if they're forming words, but it's just making cat sounds.
I just hear meows.
Yeah.
yep. Ah, yes, you're very right. The weird snake man, but he did help us by closing the portal behind us, so he's kind of
Oh.
less us.
That's bold of you to assume he's helping us.
Well, that's true. We don't know if he is or he even. Well, he hasn't started attacking us, has he?
He hasn't.
Or he might start eating us later. Who knows?
How? He doesn't even have a
Well-
mouth.
I
do
don't
not
know,
s-
dude.
You do not see an orifice in which he could
Maybe-
use to eat you, but that doesn't mean he doesn't have one.
Maybe his mouth is up his ass or something. Who knows?
Who knows?
Well,
I might
there's
not even have an ass. You don't know.
Maybe his torso
Well, let's-
just like splits open into a large mouth.
It's gonna feel like a super
Disgusting.
monstrous.
I look at the crazy orc lady. Glish, what does Snake Man want?
Snake
We-
man interested in kitty cat. Want know how you speak, we speak.
Oh, how we speak. Oh,
I'm
he.
intrigued by your cats as they seem to try to talk, but I don't. I just hear meow.
Oh, oh, poor thing, poor thing. It just takes a
Me-
few days for us to be able to communicate with him and him with us without any trouble.
I relay the information to Olaf. I can't say your character's name. You learn kitty cat language in 3 days. 3.
3
it's
days.
just doom up.
3 days to you is a week, really? Yeah, your character doesn't know how to count.
Maybe more, maybe less. 3 days.
Wait,
I
don't you have to?
count? I have the int of like 10.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you don't know how to count.
Oh,
You
what
can
other
be
points?
you
Okay,
can be smart in other ways.
Ooh. 10 is average int, that's commoner int.
Yeah, that's
know.
commoner int.
I'm just
everybody
saying
would know.
that
Commoner
maybe
is
the
like
orcish tribe didn't prioritize math. That's okay. You're smart in other
Prioritize
ways.
Constitution. Oh, hit my chest, and that actually kind of hurt. Seriously though, you learn kitty cat language in 3, maybe more, maybe less. 3 days.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yes,
Well, he
yes,
won't.
will.
Well, he technically won't learn the kitty cat language. We just make some kind of magical bond with the people we do hang around with. And then we can start talking, have nice little conversations, freak them out perhaps.
I've
All
been
that fun
down
stuff.
to I've been down to your character. Me understand this. Other people's dumb. Me need to dumb things down so they understand.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't you worry.
Snake Man probably dumb, yeah.
I think
Agreed.
he has the highest intelligence of all of you, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Nickman probably dumb.
He's
I
he's
mean-
got,
I didn't even know about him, so.
Nope.
It's under my radar, so why should I care?
he doesn't know.
And just
Well,
to be fair to Geo, you can
Mhm.
roll a history or a nature to determine what the snake creature is.
Oh boy.
Since everyone
here
else
we
did.
go.
Oh yeah, you know what he is.
18.
You know what
Oh,
he
I
is.
know exactly what he is.
He's Snaky Boy.
He is what is known as a nori. They are exceedingly rare. They live mostly on different planes of existence than both dream cats and the material plane. And therefore, that is the reason why not many people would know about them.
Okay, dumb question. Are we talking about uncommon rare or like Charizard first edition hollow foil rare?
We're talking like so rare that yeah, most people wouldn't even know what they are.
Yeah, like Lottie just said, I understood the first part. The second part of how rare the thing was, yeah, that I didn't understood at all.
We're talking about uncommon or Charizard first edition hollow foil.
Hollow foil.
The shiny. The glittery
Yes.
ones.
Yeah. So
She's talking
So the
about
thing
Pokemon cards.
yeah, I do. Yeah, but Doom Up, my character, is just gonna circle this Nori and just be talking to, well, what's Nori's character called? Gish?
Blish.
There's an
Glish,
L
yeah.
in there.
Glish. Yeah, a Glish. Well, this is a Nori. Very rare creatures that you don't see every day. Well, not maybe once every 10 years, maybe, or less, or even less.
We never see
See
Nori before.
See, the realms that these creatures come from, they are exceedingly common, but they aren't from very many places, is the issue.
Nori,
Yes.
what do here?
Well, yes, that's a very, very good question, my astute friend.
I guess I'll ask you.
Yeah, you did.
Nori,
You just
what
asked.
you do here?
Tasks to go here.
Kitty, he tasked come here.
Well, ask the follow-up question. Why you come here? What you here? What are you supposed to do here?
Okay. Why come do here?
And I'm just continually walking circles around.
Oh,
God.
while you're doing that, investigate. See if he's got any.
Oh yeah, Gio, I'm about 11'6", just so you know.
Oh, you really are 11'6".
Yeah, you could like
He is
So-
11'6".
you could climb him like a tree.
Yeah. It's like the
So
size of a tree. But most of it's
what's
probably causes it's mostly length than height.
yeah. So what's the name of your character? Because I want to say it correctly.
Dalvai.
Yeah, Delphi. Yeah, Doom Up is just circling Delphi, just like continually making circles. Like, well, he should. Well, go on. What's he doing here? Why is he doing here? What?
Dear, what's your cat's name?
Doom Up.
Doom Up.
Doom Up.
Okay.
Like doom and up.
A Doom Up.
Okay.
Doom up. Gotcha.
Hey, Doom Up. You've always been a attention slut, haven't you?
Whoa!
Well, a bit of attention is always nice.
I mean, they are cats, so they still act like cats.
Kitty cat, calm down. Other kitty cat, smart. You smart too. Kitty cat, calm down.
Yeah, you just hear the orc, half orc talking. You don't
In
hear the rest
common.
of it. But they are asking you, like, what was the reason you came here to. You were told to come here, but why? Is what they're trying to get at.
Like, did he come here to capture us specifically, or did we just happen by chance to come here? Or anything?
I came here to learn more and become more powerful.
Yep.
Ah,
That is how a Nori would act.
now we're getting somewhere, but learn what specifically and become more powerful how?
Dio, you don't know what he's saying. Lottie has to say it.
Yeah, to be
I
fair.
would.
No. The cats can understand him.
Right.
We can understand all languages.
Yeah. You can understand
It's just
him.
a one way. Yeah, we can understand all languages. The thing is, nobody can understand us if we don't spend too much time with them.
Yes,
Oh.
correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so the communication, just like with beasts, is one way currently.
Hmm.
Because beasts can technically understand people. To a limited degree, depending on the beast, but they can still understand people.
Alright, in that case, I will say. Sounds pretty sus.
Indeed, indeed. But what power is he looking
Really?
for, and what is he trying to learn? That's the important thing.
He ask.
Yes, he's ask.
He asked. So I relay the question over to Delphi. Delphi.
Dalvai.
Delphi.
Dovakin. There you go.
Just think of Dovahkiin, just say Do. Is that?
Dog.
Or- It's Dogecoin. Nice.
Just do for easy for now.
Yeah, so you hear them asking, like, the question. Or you hear the half-orc ask the question.
Like, why are they all like?
Yeah.
Like,
What
what are
are
you
you
trying
specific-
to what are you trying to learn, and what powers are you trying to obtain?
Yes, and how? Like, from us to our bodies, to our brains, whatever.
Okay. They say that.
Okay, just a second here. I'll get you to roll an intelligence, just a regular intelligence.
Who's
Me?
rolling the
Him. The
Olaf.
Nori.
Okay. Just intelligence straight.
Yep.
16.
They appear to be trying to discern whether or not you're trying to be harmful to them. Is what you think they're trying to do. So you don't have to be honest. You just have to not.
I'm a terrible liar.
I'm saying you don't have to be honest, but you have to reassure them that you're not trying to kill them right now. Like, they think that you might have tried to kidnap them or something.
Well, it's the most gentle kidnapping ever because we're not bound. We just can walk around and do our thing.
But you are also trapped in a room with him right now. You don't
Yeah.
see an exit to this room.
Also, the one tiny cat that's walking around you seems to be in two places. No, three places. No, one place at the same time.
Yes, so it is very hard to discern where that cat is.
Range surface dwellers.
He's being racist.
He is.
Tiny, a little bit. It's just how Norries are. They're intrigued by surface dwellers.
Mhm.
They are.
Yeah. So he might act like he's rude, but he's not trying to be rude. But again,
Yes,
yeah, you get that. So.
Yeah, they do view society differently than other races
Yeah.
do.
So yeah, the thing I'm gonna do since I'm a teeny tiny kitten and it's absolutely adorable to see
Literally,
weird
one
things.
of the things described in the race. The
Mhm.
concept of legs is endlessly fascinating. To
Yeah.
Nori and somewhat disturbing.
So yeah, well, as you say, disturbing. You see, the 4 kittens, no 3 kittens, no 5 kittens, no 2 kittens, no 1 kitten, no 6 kittens, just all of a sudden jump on your shoulder.
My cat's gonna give me a headache.
Well, the cat is just on your shoulder now. It's just like you see just two sets of legs, but there are multiple heads. No, one head, multiple.
You see 2 sets of eyes on
Yep.
me. Uh,
But to be fair, that is how he's supposed to look. That's how his race
Yeah.
looks.
Yeah. My race is not supposed to be that, but I have a magic item that
I
does
don't know
that
what
for
you
me.
are, so I failed the check. So
He did.
I just see a cat. I just see a cat.
Yeah, he just
Yeah,
thinks you're a
you
cat.
do. A very weird magical cat.
Well, I can tell you are a bit on guard, but I have no intention of harming you.
Well, that's good to know indeed. But we don't know if that. Well, let's see if. Well, let me roll. Let's roll an insight to see how truthful you are. Then.
That actually is on the bat. So.
Here's how I'm gonna rule this. Okay, so Geo, roll an insight.
Insight.
And I'm gonna look at. Oh, yes. So how I was determining this, I wasn't gonna get you to roll Dalvig since you weren't lying or anything. So, yeah, he
I do
is
have a
being.
plus in persuasion. I do have a plus in persuasion.
You do, however, yeah, this Nori doesn't appear to be lying in any way, and I base that on your charisma score. So, Geo rolled higher than your
It seems
charisma
more
score.
confused than hostile.
Oh, well, you are a very confused and honest being. I can see that already. So we have no worry to be done things to. At least I hope so.
It's a cat
But
saying.
would be a shame if we had to you instead.
It would be.
You yeah.
My third arm kind of just picks you up and looks at you.
Whoa, that's a hostile action.
roll,
Huh?
no, roll to grab because you literally are like, where
He's
is
not
it?
trying to harm you. He's just like picking up, like what the fuck.
No, I'm constantly shifting because cloak of displacement.
Like unarmed strike. What do you want to do?
Grapple
I'm
check,
not
I would
trying
say.
to damage you. I'm just trying to pick you up.
Grapple check, yes.
Grapple checks are my horrible athletics. I miss.
Definitely. I can't feel that.
I would have disadvantage if it's a cloak of displacement. So.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I can't feel that.
Yeah.
Vomp. Nearly. Just 2 cats to the left.
All right.
Well, to answer the orc's question, merely to learn more of my gifts.
Gifts, he say. What gifts are you gonna ask him, our orcish friend?
Okay. Gifts. What gifts?
On a random rock or something nearby that is not harmful to them. I just cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay, so
like
the
a
the
blast
only
of a
thing
blue.
the only thing on this room is the tentacles and the stone that you just picked up.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll hit the floor or something.
All right. You burn away a few tentacles, but there still appears to be a weird, sinewy floor, as if you're standing on someone's stomach in that area.
It was like a burst of a bluish silver flame that just appeared out of nowhere.
Oh, how interesting. Godly magic, I see.
I have an int of 10. Would I be smart enough to know that
You have the
he's
intelligence of
casting
an
fairy
average
fire?
person, so
Yes, you would. It's average intelligence, Lonnie.
Right.
Yeah, he's not trying to attack you, he's just demonstrating his abilities.
you asked for what capabilities. You think is better to show than explain. So
Okay, I'm dumb because I thought you meant actual presence. I didn't think you meant like magic stuff.
I can make water for you.
I'm not thirsty, but thank you. I prefer some kind of beer
Oh yes, how
or whiskey.
interesting! How interesting indeed.
I can create food and water too.
Oh. Oh yes, how interesting! Godly magic from a being from the outer planes. How interesting indeed.
Kitty cat, like
Who
Snaky
cares?
boy. Other kitty cat. Blase. Big word for me.
Kind of.
So, Snaky Boy cool for you?
Snaky
yes.
boy, pass test.
Indeed, he's very cool, as you say.
Okay. Ask him how to get out of here.
How do we get out of here? How we leave Sneaky Boy?
Do I have the rock still?
Yes, you
No.
do have that in your hand.
Okay. I think it's something to do with this.
And I don't think we want to go back the way we came. Oh no, that's very bad.
Let me just
Right
say
on,
that
kitty
I
cat.
know exactly what's going to happen if you try to go that way.
Mm,
They just float through.
think we know too.
A conundrum we are in indeed. How about we go with our friend here? Perhaps he knows the way.
He does
You know
appear to
how
be
to get
holding
out?
the rock that closed the portal, so...
Oh,
Okay, I guess.
I say we can follow our snaky friend.
Okay,
Yeah.
we follow Snaky Friend. Snaky Friend, you guide us out of here.
Just not from where we came from.
Correct. Right, Key Cat.
I'll look around the room to see if there's another rock or something I can pull. If not, I'll try touching the top of the one I have.
Okay. So you start walking around the room. I'll get anybody who wishes to, because you are now a group, so it doesn't have to be him, to make an investigation check of the room.
All of us or one
Sure.
person gets the help action?
One person gets to help and one person gets to roll.
Okay, he rolled.
Cat knows everything.
I know every single stone in this room.
There is no stones in this room. That's how good you know the stones in this room. You know
Yeah.
that there are none. Okay.
I'll be right back. I'll just do this.
Okay.
Will you still be able to hear us? Probably not.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, smaller kitty cat, less strong kitty cat.
Yes, indeed.
Mm, so you start prancing around the room, um, and you notice that um, there are three things that look exactly like the thing that you came through, or at least what the wall looks like that you came through.
And he pulled the rock from the wall where we came to, right?
Yes.
I have ID. Well, I need Olaf to be back for that ID, because otherwise, well, it's kind of one-sided, and I want
I'll
him to, well,
I'll say that if you want to use an item that he has, I will say that you have to ask him for it, which you will have to do by asking the asking the half orc and then asking him. But
No
oh,
way.
yeah, that's the thing. I'm also a cat. I'm also a cat, so I can be like, yoink, that's mine now.
Okay, are you a strong cat? Because
No,
there's
but
a big rock.
It's probably
yes,
stronger than me.
it is considered a tiny item, actually. So he can actually
can
pick
just
it up.
I can just like snatch it out of her hand in my mouth, and then just walk up to another wall and be like, let's try, and put it down and say, let's try it in this one instead.
So you're gonna just try to steal it from him?
Or steal it and try to guide him to a different place.
Okay. So he's attempting to steal from you. So that's a sleight of hand on the part of the stealer, and the steal E can roll a perception. Natural 20.
I just stare at the cat.
You can stare at me all you want, but I got your rock.
I lift it above his height. I should lift it above my head.
You say to the tiny cat that's on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cat is trying to get to the item, is what I'm going to say. But you
And
notice that the cat is trying to get to the item before the cat gets to the item.
I can what jump? How much was it again? Jump at 6 times my own leg? 6 times normal? Or 3
Jumping?
times? Yes, for us.
I don't know.
Yeah, the
I
cat
thought
the
we had
cat
like.
jumping is higher depending on which cat you choose, I think.
Let me then just load up the thing. Oh boy. Oh howdy.
But here's what's happening. The guy that you're trying to take the thing from has seen you. So if you're still trying to take it, then he can protest, like he can resist.
Yes, I'm still trying to take it.
The sleight of hand was to see if you took it without him noticing, which means that you automatically have it. But since he sees you, you don't automatically have it. You have to try to take it from him as he resists you if he so chooses.
I just look at the cat and you can just ask, you know.
Well, well, then I should just
Or
just
ask your orc.
yeah, I was about to say. Well, you said you could just ask, and then I just starts mowing at his face.
That is ask orc then.
Yes, that's
You're,
what I was also thinking.
you're so pathetic.
That
Oh,
is
what?
what a cat
Oh,
would say.
Call himself a cat and can't even steal item.
well,
Well,
dare call yourself a cat?
considering that they know each other and he knows that this particular cat is supposed to be sneaky. Yeah. To him, this is pathetic.
Well, I don't see you doing it otherwise.
It's not in my field of expertise.
Oh, that's what I mean. I can triple your jumping distance. So yes, even if you were to hold it above your head, I can just easily be like, jump, yoink.
Yeah, you can
Okay, well,
jump to it, but here's the thing. He can try
It's
to
got a
hold
tight
on to
grip.
it as you grab onto it.
Mhm.
So you can get there. That wasn't in question. Whether or not he lets you have it is a different question.
Yeah,
I literally told him just to make the orc ask. So
I just, well, I don't have to ask the orc. I just point to the rock, point to a different wall than the wall we came from.
I go to that wall with a rock.
Alright, so it actually turns out that this is the wall that you haven't been at yet. So you go up to the wall. What would you like to do?
Uh, I'll first try to hold the rock up to see if it reacts, as happened before.
As you hold the rock up to the wall, the little tentacle like appendages start reaching out towards the rock that are in the wall.
Okay.
Do you allow the tentacle appendages to grab the rock?
Can I? Yeah.
Alright? The tentacle
I mean, for you,
appendages grab the rock, and you hear that weird mouth slurping sound. If you could hear the sound that I made.
Yeah, I heard it.
yes.
Okay. And it pulls into the wall and then sits in its dormant state like it did on the other door.
Okay. I touch the top.
A door opens. However, this is not a portal, but just a door. And on the other side, you see a darkened sky. Pitch black. You can
I got
still
300
see,
for dark vision.
however. What?
I got 300 for dark vision.
Yeah.
You can still. Well, what I was gonna say is. You can still see, even without your dark vision, because there are little glowing lights on the sides of the area that you are currently in. You appear to be in what looks like an outdoor setting. So, like a hill next to you, um, weird structures in front of you, um, and to the other side, weird plant like uh, growths. You appear to be outside. However, the texture of the area that you are in hasn't changed. So there is no ground, per se, just this weird tentacled, like, flesh type landscape. And there appear to be
Well,
structures. There appear to be structures that are. Oh, were you saying something?
no, just my dad.
Oh, okay. Um,
De answer,
yeah,
man.
there appears to be structures made of this substance. There also appears to be other things that are growing here, other than just this weird biological structure. Um, Almost as if things have adapted to this landscape in such a way that they just act as if it's normal ground, like soil where you might come from. Um, yeah, there's weird structures that appear to be purposefully made, like the thing that you just came out of is like a square that is just comprised of the room that you came out of. So it looks like a room that was purposefully built, but it's made out of this weird biological structure. And there's also other structures nearby, like ladders and cliffs and these weird pedestals and whatnot that are nearby, that are all made out of this substance.
Okay.
However, a few things catch your eye immediately out of all this mess and tangle of strangeness. You see one particular pedestal that has a ladder up the side of it. It's about 20 feet tall, the pedestal, and it has a ladder that goes up the side of it. You could perhaps climb that. There's a weird structure far in the distance. It's relatively hard to see, but it has little glowing things on it, which is the only reason you know it's there. Because it's quite far away, and it has these little glowing things on it that highlight it in such a way that you can see that something's there, but you can't really make out a shape of what it is. So there's the large structure, there's the pedestal closer to you, there's the quote unquote vegetation, which is nearby. It appears to be moving and undulating in a strange way, even though there is no wind or anything to move it, at least that you can feel right now. And the last thing is that there's a hill nearby that I described slightly. You can climb up to the top of the hill and see what's on the other side, but you see, since you have 300 feet dark vision, whatever, um, you can
I
actually.
just mentioned it.
Yeah, you can actually.
If it doesn't change anything, it's fine.
It doesn't change much, but it does change this one thing that you see. On top of the hill, you see, you sort of glance in that direction, your character in particular, and you see a figure that appears to be facing your direction. However, when it notices that you are looking directly at it, it moves further away and you can no longer see it.
Something's watching us.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gotten that piece of information without that, so lucky you.
Just because I'm a Twilight cleric.
Because it was like 200 feet away. So like
That's fine.
Well, we're being watched by something interesting.
Well, does he divulge that with you?
Yeah, that I literally did.
Oh, okay.
We're being watched, I said.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear that part.
Well, something
Yeah.
is watching us, is what I said.
But yeah, I see the pillar with the ladder. I just hop off his shoulder, walk up to the pillar, and just leap on top of the pillar like tiny cat. All of a sudden, seems to like float up to the pillar and just land on top.
Okay.
But yes, I can leap that high
Yes, you can.
because you can leap 3 times your strength score.
Yes.
Strength score?
Strength score
In feet.
Strong are you?
12.
Yeah, he has
So
a 12.
3 times 12.
Yeah.
36 feet.
So I can jump 57.
Let me. Well, that's for Martian cat.
Oh,
Yeah, so the type of cat he is in particular has a bonus jump height.
You just have triple your jumping distance in Martian cat.
Yeah.
The base jumping speed is 3 times. You have 9 times your thing.
No, he has something weirder. He literally can say, yes, I've dropped 2,000 feet. I still take 1d6 damage.
It's busted.
Yeah, he can just negate pretty much all fall damage. His character.
I like advantage in perception.
Yeah, all he has to do is basically make a DC he takes either the fall damage or no fall damage at all if he doesn't make a DC 10 dex save.
Yeah. Because these are cats from other planets, technically. So, like, yeah.
Well, except him. He's from Earth.
Well, yeah. There's that. But, like, these are, like, supernatural cats, I should say. So, like, they can do things that regular cats cannot. So, sure, he can do the regular cat thing of landing on his feet, but if you threw a cat off a skyscraper, it would still die. Whereas he, since he is a supernatural cat, can survive the fall.
You can drop him from outer. You can drop him from outer space, and he will still land like. Should that have hurt? Should I be dead?
Yes, and they do technically have an ability if they enter the Dreamlands to jump to, like, a moon of the planet that you are currently on. So
In Dreamland, not in real.
In the Dreamland is a real place, but it's wibbly wobbly. It's a
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Yeah, it's a different kind of place than material plane.
Either way, back on topic.
Yes, so you just jump to the top of that thing?
Yep, and I'm waiting for someone to join me.
As you jump to the top of the thing, you immediately see, like, this pedestal is sort of like a 10-foot by 10-foot square on the top. And you see in the middle of that square a book.
Yes. Oh. Did somebody lose a book up here?
Shouldn't be reading that.
Can you say that out loud?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, what booksy, kitty cat?
Yeah, you guys are at the bottom of the ladder right now.
I don't know, and yes, I won't be reading that book, my dear friend. It'd be unwise to start reading books in weird places. Wouldn't want to go crazy or blown up now, do I?
Huh. I go over. Can I examine the outside of the book?
You'd have to climb the ladder first, but yes, you can do that.
Yeah, that's 30 feet up.
See, I climbed the ladder.
Yeah, and I will swat your hand if you try to open the book, touch the book. Like, no, no touching.
What books say outside?
All right, you look at the cover of the book. You see nothing but a symbol on the cover of the book.
Oh, do I recognize the symbol? Do I have to make a roll for that?
I will draw it first. Something like this, and it's got this, and in here, in the interior portion, there are many little things within, like little dots or something. Some longer than others.
Okay, so does my character recognize this? Do I need to make a roll for it?
You can roll religion.
Oh, great. I mean, at least it's a 0 versus, like...
Minus.
Wow. Great. Fantastic. At least it's not a negative.
It's a book.
It's a book.
It's a nice book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It looks like something, but nothing that you would put on the outside of a book. And I will type to you what it looks like to you, since you rolled that particular thing.
Oh, well.
There you go.
Really?
Fish.
Really?
Fish.
Yes,
Fish,
it does.
Gonna...
And in the interior looks like teeth.
I'm not even. I'm not even allowing her to open the book. That book
You
says
don't touch the book.
closed.
But that is what it looks like.
Yeah,
It looks
Whether
like
you
you asked-
divulge that to your friends is up to you.
Kitty Cat.
Yeah.
You know what it looked like, right?
Look what like. I only see red book, no touchy.
You, Kitty Cat. You see design. Yes, you see picture.
Is very weird book indeed.
You can roll a religion if you want to see what Glish is getting at.
Well, let's get our friend up here first. Can you call him over? I bet he will be just as interested as us.
Come, friend. Come, Papa.
Me?
Yes, we mean you. Yes, we mean you.
What about other cat?
What I can.
Other cat is not interested.
Yeah,
Other cat
made it
heard
quite clear
book
that-
and was like, "No, this is bad."
Fuck this shit. Okay,
That's
I
why
follow.
That's why this cat is not like a a mage or anything. Hates books.
Yeah, he's a
Smite
paladin.
He just smites things. He doesn't need anything else. He just smites. Okay, I follow the.
All right, you
Yeah,
use
then-
your arms to pull yourself up the ladder.
Ladder.
Yeah, you don't need feet to
I'll
climb a
use
ladder.
I'll use my tail to support if I need. But just twirl up around it.
Yep. But yeah, you don't need legs to climb a ladder. You just need arms. So you climb the ladder, and you manage to reach the top. And even though you are not strong for your species, you do have quite the abdominal strength. Your snake-like body is relatively strong. So you manage to pull yourself up like a snake would once you get the rest of your body up high enough. And you do see the book and the symbol.
I'm trying to make a check on what the hell it is.
Oh,
Yes, same
you
here.
can roll a religion check.
I'm going
I'm good
to
at that.
Hold on before you do guidance.
I have that myself too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just guidance for you.
So, 12.
You're not sure.
7.
You're not sure.
This is a book.
But unlike
Indeed it
Glish, you didn't roll the specific thing that Glish. So you have no idea what Glish is trying to talking about. That it looks like something that you're just like, no, it just looks like a circle with a partial circle and another circle. Like you don't you don't see what Glish sees.
I just see strange book, Glish. Nothing else.
Weird.
Hey, you guys clearly inferior.
Oh, you're being affected by book.
Perhaps. You don't know what this book does.
I have no idea what this book does out of character. But yeah, that's a really good possibility. Would my character be receptive to what? Gia, what's your character's name? I apologize.
Do map.
That's right. Doom up.
Mhm.
Well, I'll leave it
Would
up to
my-
you whether or not you trust Doomup's guidance.
Well, all the doom is always up, so of course I would trust Doom up. Okay, I would trust your character. Doom up.
Yeah,
Possible.
was
Doom up.
possible.
You not see vagina?
Bye-bye.
Lady parts. Girl cat, kitty cat.
I just look hyper
Perhaps
confused
he-
as she says that.
I know, right?
Yeah,
But
I
now
just
that Glish says that, you look at it, you're like, okay, in a child's drawing type of way, yes, it does kind of look like that. Except the weird white things inside must be teeth? If that's what it was.
teeth.
Yeah, no, I don't think you're seeing that, my best friend. But don't touch book. Leave book alone.
Leaving
Okay?
book alone.
No touchy book.
No touchy book.
And perhaps it's best for you to go downstairs again.
Okay, bye.
As
Just
you
for
attempt to
safety,
go
you
back
know?
down the ladder, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
You don't want to go back down.
Oh
Go
no.
back.
But
But
other than that,
why not?
nothing. Other than that, nothing for now.
Well,
You just
why
don't want to
don't
go
you
Me
want
back
to
down.
okay.
go down?
Why don't I want to go back down? Just I don't want to go.
You feel reminiscent of a feeling that you had in childhood when your parents told you to do something and you didn't want to do it. So yeah, you just instinctively do not want to go back down.
Go back down. Me stay here with you, kitty cat. Me help look round room.
Okay, but you no
Is it
touchy book at all. Okay?
no touchy book?
What, you scared of heights?
Says
Other
the
kitty
cat.
cat, you
Says
afraid
the
of
cat
heights
that's
too? Come
sitting.
up, kitty cat.
He's just sitting at the bottom of a ladder looking up.
Come up, kitty cat. Come up. You terrified of being tall? Like me?
Hmm. Tall has little meaning.
What has meaning to you? Guess I'll figure out. Maybe.
I tell Olaf. Did you introduce your character's name yet?
Nope. None of us
Okay.
has had any names.
Oh shit, you're right.
No, wait,
Hello,
wait,
Sticky
wait.
Boy.
In
No,
character.
wait. In character, you know two names: Doom Up and Glish.
You should be able to know my name as well.
Well, yes,
Pretty
that's
sure I
because
can.
that's because of tangentially. So like people talking, not you introducing yourselves. So unfortunately, anything the cats have said, you don't understand. But you do
Right.
know Doom Up is one of the cats.
Heard Glish say Doom Up.
Yes.
Yes.
I did. Literally just right now. So you should know his name.
And did you say Glish stays up here or something? I don't know.
Did you say Glish? Glish?
Think it's
Did
me.
Glish say Glish?
I think he said they
Yeah.
me say up here.
I said me.
He said.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
How big is this ladder? How high up?
it is 20 feet tall.
Hmm. How sturdy does it look?
Well, it carried that ginormous snake creature, so
He carried the 600-pound snake guy.
so you assume that it can carry you,
Yeah.
if that's what you're worried about.
I was more thinking about, swatting it.
Breaking the ladder.
Well,
The ladder appears to be made of that biological material,
oh,
and if
I
you
won't touch that.
and well, the ground is made of it, but to be fair, you don't have a choice in that. Like you can't fly. You could have flown, but you got rid of that item that allows you to do that, so you can't fly.
By the way, Donnie,
Yes.
you can fly.
Did you give me the winged boots?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I forgot what those do.
Bonus action, click your heels and you can fly 30 feet for an hour.
2 hours.
2
But you can
hours.
deactivate it whenever you want.
So my flight speed is 30.
Mm-hmm. But you do have to click your pretty red heels together.
Right. Okay. Do I still have the sense of like I don't really want to go down there?
Yeah, you don't want to leave here. There's no reason
Is
to.
it I don't want to go down there, or is it I don't want to leave the room?
Well, you're standing on a pedestal in what appears to be an outdoor setting, so it's not really a
My
room.
bad. I thought it was.
But other than
Okay.
that, you don't want to leave this area. Like it's 20 feet. It's 10 feet by 10 feet, like square,
Okay.
and you guys are
20 feet in
standing
the
on
air.
it.
Nope.
And the book is in approximately the exact middle. You're not sure, you didn't measure, but
Can I figure out if she's like scared or something?
you can roll an Arcana.
Arcana.
Um, your suspicions that the book is magical. You keep thinking this might be a magical effect of the book preventing the half orc from coming back down. But I will say this: it's just a suspicion your character has. Whether or not you want to pursue it heavily or not is up to you.
Um, the book might be why you're so scared to
Me
keep
no
on.
scared.
You should get rid of the book.
The
Oh.
ebook?
No eating book, no touching book, no nothing. She just needs to get if your thought is true, then she should get away from book, but she doesn't want to get away from the book.
So someone carry the book away.
Look, I'm not gonna be cursed by anything, so no thank you.
Looks at Big Snake Man. What about him?
Look, he's our friend. Friend. We can't just make him do something that he might not want to do.
How you know he friend? He could be enemy. I say that out loud.
Yeah, he could be.
He could be frenemy.
Being his past, he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
He's just.
Let me just reiterate something that I said about his backstory that I said this session. Yeah, the Nori considered those who worship anything to be crazy. So, like, he's used to people saying, like, oh yeah, there's the crazy guy over there.
Well, that man crazy, man. Don't
So,
trust that guy.
he's
fucking
not worried
crazy.
about it. Because for a decent portion of his life, he tried to live in the Nori society, and then they just kept rejecting him so much that he got tired of it.
Like, fuck it, I'm leaving.
Oh, and by the
Like,
way,
he doesn't react.
Oh, by the way, which gender did you choose? Did you choose the third gender?
Mm.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
good.
So technically, he is not a he.
I'm a they.
It's a it.
Technically,
Technically is it, yes.
actually, that's not true either. Technically,
Oh.
his character is what is known as builder in his gender. Thank you very much.
So what
What?
pronoun do we use for the third gender?
Okay, so it's just a job title.
No, it's
Okay.
actually his gender.
Third gender is literally called builder.
Yes.
I'm just called it.
Like his voice sound masculine and all that, but he has no visible. He's androgynous, whatever you call it.
Androgynous.
Androgynous.
Yes. So in the book, just to explain it a little bit more, his race has 3 genders: male, female, and builder. The builder gender gets specific spells as they mature naturally. So it's
They're basically
just
more magically attuned versions of Anori.
they cannot reproduce, but they are considered equal members of society.
Okay.
So you're not put on a pedestal.
Nope.
Male or female is not put on a pedestal in their culture.
But the builder, I mean.
The builder, neither. They are just capable of creating the structures using magic that the Nori reside in and stuff like that.
I gotta basically gain a bunch of extra spells as I level up.
Yeah.
That I can use either with my spell slots or with my with one time for free.
Yeah.
And most of those spells are building spells, basically.
Yeah.
Or destruction.
Yeah. So they are known as builder because they know magic that is capable of creation and destruction.
Yeah, like a spike growth, plant growth, stone shape, earthquake.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So they reform the world around them. But you guys don't know that, so that's fine. You can keep calling him whatever you want.
You just see a snake person.
Yeah. So do I have to climb up this ladder to progress, basically?
Yes.
You do not have to do anything. Yomba.
But progress with the others.
If the others refuse to do anything, then yeah, then you might have to do something, but that's only if they refuse to do anything.
Look, words. Where did it escape me because I don't know Jomba's character's name thing.
You know that my name is Gaiga Shad.
It is a very strange cat name.
No.
Seriously, guy got shot?
Shad.
Oh, my bad.
Gaiga, would you be able to, well, push? No, wait, she would drop more than 30 feet, that would hurt. Well, if you have no choice, could you push her down? Because, you know, I'm just a tiny being and I can just push her down like any other being.
Technically, if you wanted to trip her, you could. It's one of your class abilities.
Yeah, I could trip her, yes.
Then I'd fall 20 feet, man.
30.
No, 20. It's 20 foot tall ladder.
Oh,
so
20.
Yeah.
20, yeah.
But still, her character would take 2d6 damage.
Yeah.
Because she's not the cat. The Chad.
It's not that I could or couldn't afford the HP, it's the seriously, what the fuck?
But come on, Gish. You need to go down. The book is doing something to you. Perhaps. We're not sure.
Me no want to go down because of book. Me stay up here. Me okay up here. Me sit, dangle feet forever.
I
plop down and I dangle my feet over the edge.
Okay. As you do so, I need you to make another... Which one was it? Which save was it?
Wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom. Okay. Given your class is unique. Your subclass, I should say. Your subclass is uniquely attuned to knowing when things are affecting their brain. So even though you rolled not great, you do feel an influence, which is exterior of you. But you are not able to resist it. So as you dangle your feet over, you feel an overwhelming fear that you are going to fall off the pillar that you're on, and you stop doing that.
Me sit up, me stand here, rest of life, me fine, me good.
And as soon as you stand up, it's like spraying a dog in the face with water when it does something bad. You immediately feel better. Like, this is what you should do. You should stand on this platform and not at all make yourself hang off the platform.
Me live here, rest of life.
No, I think you want to go down after I do the following.
Me think not. Me think different.
I'm gonna do a cat thing. You know how there's always a glass on the edge of the table. You tell the cat not to do it.
Yeah, he is a cat. So you telling him that you don't want to do this, his cat brain is like, no, I want to do this.
Yes, you want to do this. Swipe book off the pillar.
Oh, you're touching the book.
Oh, you're touching the book.
Oh, you're touching the book? What's wrong with you?
Okay.
No, I'm not touching it. I'm not directly touching the book. I'm just touching through means.
Okay, so how are you pushing the book off the thing? Are you touching it with your paw?
Technically,
Okay, so
pick
then you are touching it.
rocks. Yes.
You dumbass.
Okay, immediately as you touch the book shifts position, and the weird symbol on the front of it opens and looks organic suddenly and tries to grab onto your paw.
Quick swipe, but yeah, I'm like, nope.
All right, so I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. I know you're good at them, but you still need to make it.
18.
18 is enough. As the organic substance tries to grab onto you, you move your paw back, and the book, now standing straight up as if it was a book on a bookshelf, it just sort of stays there for a second, and then it just lays back down of its own volition.
Why
Yeah.
are you so stupid?
Well, I could have tried to swipe it off the pillars. You might want to go down and go stand
What
by
part
the
of not touch the book do you not understand?
Look, that was my idea.
And you can't even follow your own idea.
Because I changed my plan.
And your plan is stupid.
As this happens, as you say that, Davai.
Yeah.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Me? Again?
Me.
Okay, so you glance over at the book. Since the book did a flurry of movement, you looked at it.
Yeah.
You notice something that the others don't seem to notice. That when the book laid itself back down, it's open.
Pages
And
or just...
part of you says, oh, if I just look at the words, it's not gonna hurt me. Like if I look at it from a distance, what harm could that do?
Definitely no harm at all.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to tell the others? You do have a chance to tell the others something before your mind feels forced to look at the words of the book.
So,
Do
I'm
you
not
wish to
looking at
say?
book.
Do you wish to say something to them,
Mm,
or just look at the
mention it.
book?
I'll mention it then.
All right.
You mention it.
So what do you say specifically?
Oh, the book stayed open as it moved, just so you know.
Okay, guys, can we just not look at this book and just ignore it?
I love
Yes,
this.
It's not so hard.
But we
Yeah,
we can't abandon our friend. And also another thing.
Does anybody else look at the book when he says that?
No, but don't look at the book.
Okay, Lonnie,
Glance
what
and
did you
turn
say?
away. I said yes. I glance and turn away.
All right, you glance over. The book is not open. So when he says that the book fell open, and you glance back and see that it's not open, something is strange. And just like I said, your particular subclass is keen to know when madness is setting in. There's some red flags here.
Kitty cat. Book
Yes.
no open.
Not open? Okay, it's good, but I'm still not looking, just to be safe, you know?
I think what Glish is trying to tell you, and your character would catch on to this, is that the other guy said the book was open, but Glish looked and the book wasn't open.
Yeah, but she also said she saw that the book had, well, teeth before, and, well, yeah, it looked like it had teeth
It
and
did.
more than that.
It's almost
But-
as if what she saw was more true than what you guys saw for a moment.
Can we just ignore this book and go?
I love this.
I'm
The problem
glad.
is I can't. Like my character literally cannot.
Are you
Yes.
frightened right now? What's going on?
She is considered insane. She has a form of insanity, so she can use her subclass.
Yeah, and here's the other thing. If you go to a weapon, she basically has the curse condition of she can't willingly go of the book, you could say.
But she has an insanity condition, and part of her subclass is that she can choose to roll on a table instead of doing what the thing wants her to do.
Shoot.
Okay.
Okay. Take care.
Is insanity considered a condition?
Yes.
It says in her thing that insanity is one of the conditions under which she can use to roll the dice.
Yeah, but is insanity considered a condition? General.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
not in the regular books, but in this, yes.
Cool.
And I don't think your lay on hands will fix this.
I have less restoration.
Even that won't fix it.
It cures one condition.
Let me just say that I am slightly bending the rules in this book. So, Geo, you might not know the answer to this.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
Alright.
Lonnie, if you wish to roll on the table, you can.
Okay. What is it?
It's a D8, and I need to pull up the table. Or somebody else can pull up the table, because I actually have something that I need to look at on my screen.
You can take your turn as if you didn't have any of the above listed conditions. You must move as close to the nearest creatures as you can. If you end your movement within reach of your weapon attack, you must use your action to attack that creature.
Yes, so this is the downside of your subclass, is that it's random what happens.
Right.
So the insanity condition is gone. You are now thinking clearly, except
Right. I'm
not
compelled.
you are compelled to attack the nearest creature to you.
Okay. I tried to attack the nearest.
Who
Wait.
is the nearest?
Would
But-
the book be considered a creature
No.
or a monster? Okay. Sorry, Geo.
What?
She's
You're
attacking
the
you.
nearest creature to me. Yeah, you're the nearest creature to me.
Oh no.
But during your turn, you can express whatever you feel like. So you are aware that what is happening to you is insanity. So you can be like, "Hey, I'm insane. Please avoid this."
Okay.
Okay, let me
You go crazy. Run.
Uh-oh.
Run, Kitty.
Yes, Kitty will soon run. Just give Kitty a second.
Unfortunately, the attack is still going to go through, so you still roll to hit.
Do you want
And then
to
try
a reckless attack and
Yeah.
rage and great weapon master?
No. She can choose to do
No.
that.
Well, here's the thing. She rolled an 8 to hit.
Yeah, but that's with all the modifiers, great master and rage.
Oh, that's with rage? I apologize. I thought it was just with.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's separate attacks.
Yeah, but you also got the minus from Great Weapon Master, so like
Right.
that actually helped.
So it's 13.
No.
Still would miss.
Either way, you don't hit your companion.
He has
And
2 attacks.
oh, well, does it say that you have to make as many attacks as you want, or does it say that you
I think
have
it just
to?
said the attack action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the
So
attack action. Okay.
I can make a second attack. I don't have to make a second attack.
Yes.
Correct.
All right. Do you guys want to keep staring at this book, or should we leave?
Dude, I want to go where the book's keeping me.
Unfortunately, there is another problem, even if the other two left. But yeah, after you use that dice on that turn, like after the turn is over, technically the effects resume. But you can choose to roll again on your next turn, which makes this subclass super powerful against such things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
You gotta go.
Before.
Yeah, I texted you a little bit ago that I was gonna have to leave around 5.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well. Then we have to call
Apologies.
it here.
Okay.
Y'all can keep going. Just
No, you are literally part of what is going on, so we
Well,
can't
here's
keep going.
I'm just gonna do the next thing, because the next thing will reveal what kind of game this will be and if you guys want to continue it or not. So, if Lonnie wants to stay just long enough to hear like a 2-minute thing.
I can.
Okay. So, yeah, Olaf, your character Dalvi, I guess. I keep saying it different every time.
Like I said, just say Dow if it's hard.
Okay. So you're looking in the book. The book, at least the pages that are open, appear to be a journal of sorts. You see what appears to be the picture that is on the front of the cover of the book. It's like someone drew a sketch of it and it's a full page sketch. However, on the other page, it says, I have found it. I have found the realm of. Just a second. I gotta make sure I say the correct thing here. Where did I put it? Oh, God damn it. I'm gonna have to search it just. I thought I had it right in front of me. Okay, here it is. He goes, I have found it. I have found the realm of lustful anguish. Lustka. And that is what the page reads.
Okay.
You can say what you see out loud. However, something is going to happen immediately after. So you can either say a thing or not say a thing.
You won't say anything.
Okay. Immediately, his character picks up the book.
God damn it.
And as he picks up the book, he opens it. And all that happens is a loud sound echoes out. And then the book vanishes.
Oh boy.